Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to get the classic YouTube app and the App Store YouTube app on iOS 5 on the iPhone 4 working again. So the plugin that I'm going to be using does support iOS 3 through iOS 10, but for the purposes of this video, it's really only going to be relevant to iOS 3 through iOS 6. So first thing we're actually going to want to do before we do anything, you will need to have a jailbroken iPhone, and you will also need to have root certificates installed. Now, I'm not going to show how to jailbreak or anything because it's a bit of a process and there's plenty of videos on it on YouTube, but I am going to show you how to install root certificates before we go any further, because I've seen a lot of people who are trying to get stuff installed on their iPhone and it's not working. So you're going to want to go into Safari and you're going to want to go to this site, tlsroot.lytton.ca. I'll put a link up on screen and in the description for you for this. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to install every single one of these individual certificates right here, all these white ones. You don't need to do the intermediates or legacy, you just have to do all of these. And once you're done that, you're actually able to go into Cydia, and this is where we're going to we're going to add a repository. So you're going to want to go into Sources, and you're going to want to click on Edit. Let it refresh the data if it needs to. Return to Cydia. So you're going to want to hit Edit, and then go Add. And now you're going to add the URL of the repository. So for the repository, it is going to be cydia.skyglow.es. And you're going to want to hit Add Source. And it's going to update the sources, do its thing. It's going to add it. Alright, so now what you're going to want to do is find the SkyGlow Cydia Repo, which is just going to be in your sources section. Click on All Packages. Now in here, you will have two things that we want to install. You've got AppSync Unified and TubeRepair. So TubeRepair will repair classic YouTube. If all you're looking for is the built-in classic YouTube app, you can install TubeRepair and it will work. However, if you want to also have the App Store YouTube app, you're going to want to install AppSync Unified, because you will have to go on your computer, and I'm going to show this, but you'll have to go on your computer, download a YouTube IPA. Links for those will be in the description, and then you're going to want to install it through 3U Tools. But for now, if all we have to do first is get TubeRepair installed before we can do anything, because both versions of YouTube require TubeRepair. So you're going to want to install TubeRepair, click Confirm. It's going to install it. Restart Springboard. It's going to just restart the launcher. And now that you're back in your iPhone, if you click on YouTube, it should load. And there you go. Videos do show up. Now, if you've gotten to this point and videos do not show up, you're going to want to close out of YouTube, and you're actually going to want to go to Settings. And inside of Settings, there's going to be a button here called TubeRepair, and you're going to want to click on it. And you want to add this custom URL. I'll put it up on screen to make it easier to read, but it is https://tuberepair.uptimetrackers.com. If this is left blank, YouTube will not load. So assuming all you wanted to do is access YouTube videos in the classic YouTube app, then it'll work. You can just click on a video, I'm going to turn down the audio, and it will play. And just like that, YouTube is indeed working. So if you've gotten to this point, you just want to use YouTube Classic, that's good, that's all you have to do. Now, if you want to get the App Store version of YouTube working, we're actually going to head to our computer. Alright, so on our computer, the first thing we're going to want to do is install 3utools. And the reason why we need 3utools is because 3utools will allow us to copy the IPA file onto our iPhone. So you're going to want to click on, well, I guess just reload the site, and you're going to want to click on Win64. Once it's downloaded, you can click on Open File, let it install. It's probably going to ask for installer permissions. Click on Yes. And you're going to want to click on I agree and then install. Once it's done, you can click on Launch. And now you're going to want to connect your iPhone to your computer through a USB cable. Alright, so this is where we're actually able to download the YouTube IPA and get it loaded onto our iPhone. So as we can see, it is indeed jailbroken. So we can just throw ourselves on the app section right here, and this will show all the apps on your iPhone. But we actually want to head back to our web browser, and we're going to want to go to this website called iOS, well, it's on archive.org, and the project is called iOS Obscura. And this is just a massive collection of iOS IPAs. Again, link will be in the description for this. Now, there is an official TubeRepair site, and on here, the YouTube app does exist. However, to my knowledge, version 2.2.0 does require iOS 6, and we are on iOS 5. So if you try and install this and you are on something earlier, like that's not iOS 6, because my phone's on iOS 5, it's actually not going to install. So for me, I'm actually going to head to the iOS Obscura site. We're going to want to click on iOS 5 here. Now you do the same thing if you were on iOS 4. But again, iOS 5 for me. And do Control F on your keyboard and just type in YouTube. And that will automatically just drop you down to where YouTube is. And then you can click on it. And then just click on the latest version, which in this case would be 1.3. And once it's downloaded, you can actually just open it right here in Folder. And you're going to want to right click on it. Actually, sorry, no. You're going to want to go to 3utools down here. Click on Apps, and then Import and Install IPA. So click on that, go to Downloads, and under Downloads, you're going to want to click on the IPA that you just downloaded. Click on Open, and it's going to install it to your iPhone. And as you can see, it is a cracked app, and that just means that you're able to run it even though the app was never originally downloaded from your Apple ID. Now that it's installed, we can head back to our iPhone. Okay, and now that we're back on our iPhone, all you need to do is just click on YouTube. And if you did everything right, the app will launch, it'll try and load, and you will have videos. And search works as well. So you can search for something like Halo Starry Night. Let it load. And there you go. YouTube like it's 2010. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.